Привет всем! С вами Digital Лили. И мы готовимся спускаться в какую-то жопу мира. Как видите, я уже поменяла тут себе сопартийцев. Осталось только прилечь отдохнуть. Ментара. To be or not to be? Пойдемте. Нам надо всего лишь прыгнуть в это говно. Давайте почитаем. Судя по печатям на форзаце, эта книга раньше принадлежала библиотеке высших герольдов. В то время, когда они занимали лунные башни. Вот краткое содержание, составленное библиотекарем. Очень древний ученый трактат о редких некроманских фолиантах, их загадочных волшебных замках и о том, как их открывать и расшифровывать. Внизу страницы библиотекарем добавлено примечание. Срочный запрос исследователя Илина Тота одолжить данную книгу официально отклонен. Заявленный легкий интерес к печально известной некромантии Тхая очевидно указывает на то, что интерес его далеко не легкий. Кроме того, это даже не та книга, которая ему нужна. Он ищет Тархиатский кодекс. О, что-то интересное, связанное с книжечкой, которую мы Астариану дали. Инструкция для ревнителей абсолют. В жопу ее. Угу.
Sharp as ever. Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Ладно.
No one stopped me yet.
Пора.
I'll give it a shot.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
Must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Our fortunes are so kind.
You've made a grave mistake.
One day I'll catch a break.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
No traps, please.
Fresh recruits for Ketheric's army. To a necromancer, a morgue is a muster yard.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
No, sorry. Here, they become part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
But there is one little kitty dances to another song. Same song as you. Locked up. Bad kitty. Thinks it is other. Chop, chop. Help them become master. Down deep, 1 of 3. 1 of 3.
Free for the taking. I want to have a word.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm. Oh, thank you. Thank you! You are a good friend. No. No. Rescuer!
It's a fleet. The consequences aren't surprising.
lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Спасли Хряся от его хрясной жизни. Неприятной.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Never wanted the easy path.
This lake of blood again. It's even bigger up close. An offering from Moonrise Towers.
Let's have a look.
Да. Отвратненькое местечко. Эта книга практически рассыпалась в прах, и прочитать ее невозможно. Листок исписан детскими каракулями в окружении рисунков ребенка. Привет, абсолют. Учитель говорит писать. Он говорит, это как молитва. Мы уже видим твою башню. Я надеюсь, она светлая и хорошо пахнет, как мамин храм. Учитель говорит, что скоро пойдет за нами. Пожалуйста, присылай учителю хорошие сны. Он ворчливый, а когда устает, то сильно трясет повозку. Мы все обещаем, что будем вести себя хорошо и тихо, чтобы он поспал. Список выписан с кропотливой тщательностью ребенка. Некоторые пункты подчеркнуты, словно для того, чтобы лучше запомнить их. Правило учителя. Ехать в учительской повозке подальше от солдат. Не смотреть в глаза проводнику. Оставаться на свету. Оставаться на свету. Оставаться на свету! Пойдемте пока в другую сторону. Но мы вернемся еще сюда. У нас тут много дел всяких в этой гадостной хрени, в которой мы находимся. Подберем руническую табличку. Хрен-то хороший. Кто там пиздит? Идите в жопу. Серия точек и пунктирных линий, записи на языке, которого ты не знаешь, но каким-то образом все равно можешь угадать смысл написанного. Смазанный боли шум просочились сквозь новорожденный высший разум, что только вышел из нерестилища. Старший пробудился, старший снова рожден.
Let me work my magic.
Who's next?
What do?
Отлично, пусть со мной зомбей походит.
Let's see what this does. Best be on my way.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
This place has been used to make slaves of those who should be masters.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity. The returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could.
The device does not react to your presence. Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist.
Seems simple enough.
The device does not react to your presence.
Breathe deep and move.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravenguard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
Ну, это Зевлор, точно.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet illithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Fleet of foot.
Let me strike. Lilalal.
Блять, из нас высосали мозги. Разорви ему жопу. О,
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please. The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than... We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard... her. There... I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my... And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought, and ran, and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
это очень интересно. У нас просто диалог
Do we have a time?
хуйнулся.
Steady yourself. I have you.
Can't give up now. Have to
Так,
keep
подожди,
going.
мы не договорили.
The others, the ambush. I would be a paladin again. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let... Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
I have something to ask.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only... Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half's sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance. Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human, and still trying to put up a fight.
What's inside?
Your light fingers were too heavy this time. You've been caught stealing. What will you do? You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
All right. What now?
In your name.
Let's move. Don't mind if I do. Can't slow down.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Mazora, you're Zari.
My dumb little stinker.
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate. You recognize the marking from the Nautiloid, an illithid symbol meaning unleash.
Hells. What are you? No!
Will?
Shit! Please, no! Please!
You recognize the marking from the Nautiloid, an illithid symbol meaning unleash.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Missoura. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the soul bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Zariel's asset was none other than Missoura herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we killed Ketheric Thorn. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Anything more we should discuss?
Not entirely sure that was a wise decision. Better the devil you know, I suppose. The one Will knows, at least.
Unnerving though it is, if we are to face an elder brain, we could have no better ally than an illithid. The Emperor is the reason we have made it this far. And if...
Better not be cursed.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
Bet that will fit in my pack. Another step forward.
We're a long way from Waterdeep. My pleasure.
Let's get going. What path lies before me?
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. I have no need for a throne. You would merely get in the way. Go on, make yourself useful somewhere. If you cannot manage that, just stay out of the way.
What's up for discussion?
The end is coming. Do you feel it?
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Don't waste a step.
Recording.
Okay.
Drive date.
Still breathing? Still everything?
Make that play you soon.
This calls for careful footwork. Can't risk being in open view. Best be on my way. Very well.
Tempers are rising.
I should speak up.
You are on sanctified ground. Speak only if you must. It is not my blessing. I am merely a vessel for our Lord Merkel's will. His shadow falls across you. Go forth and reap.
Heed the mistress. She is blessed.
Might be useful.
Don't want to draw any attention.
At the ready.
At the ready. To new horizons. Not this again. Certainly. Immediately.
Still alive, so that's progress. Cursed to put my hands on everything. With haste. Something good here, I hope. Hope your soul is in good hands. On my way.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Open up.
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it? The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed. Eye hurts, head hurts, but he says I am past the worst of it, that I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle, and a name. True Soul. She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute. We are his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash. Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed... My head! I can feel them in my head! Pardon? Wouldn't need to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly? Oh, just a serving girl with notions. Till I met Lord Gortash. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up. I have just the thing prepared. My ma used to sing it when I'd come crying about monsters. Oh, wish me luck. The owl bear ball, owl will's icy ire. They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort. Won't be laughing. Won't be laughing when I'm a watchman. Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart. This place is alive. A big thinking thing, and it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine! They're in my head. They're in my head! They're in yours too. It won't be long now until we're changed. Am I dead? I don't want to die, but I don't want to live. Not like this.
Oh, my darling Carolina, how I'd love to wine and dine ya, but you chose my foolish brother over me. And when you two are wed, well, my heart will be but dead. For my sister you will sadly surely be. But my brother, he's a loser, and I take you for a chooser. So perhaps one day you'll leave him high and dry. And if you choose another, what's more loving than a brother? Yes, a stand-up, homely, gentle sort of guy.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy? I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much. With big wiggly legs. Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Always room for more.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss. That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind. And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design, the restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire, the dream of all illithids.
Here we go.
Fine bones, sharp jaw, some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Gethzerai features I was born with. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you. My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, perhaps my soul will return there. Or perhaps not. Death, freedom, they are one and the same. Touch my mind, and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours. I do not. The Gate have been warping flesh for millennia. Who knows what damage they can undo? It is my mind they enslave. It is my mind that must die.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I